Yo, what is up, my peeps? Co's back here with another upcoming anime for spring 2017. You know how it goes down. These are the list of series I'm looking forward to for this upcoming spring season. Spring does look juicy as fuck though. Oh wait, I can't even narrow my picks down to 10 this time. Fuck! These are just some nice picks I picked out based on the synopsis and my expectations. Another quick pointer. The order I arranged these in don't mean jack shit, yo. Also, feel free to criticize. I know my taste in anime is just pure shit. If I miss a show that might be worth checking out, please do leave in the comment section below. If you want to start some shit, do so in the comment section below too. I love interacting with all you guys. Let's get this shit started. To start it off, Ari Creators, animated by a new studio called Troika. Oh shit! A Re in its title? Gotta be good. We humans have crafted many stories that can shake in our emotions and leave us in awe. However, these are only the thoughts of bystanders. What would happen if the characters told in the stories have, I quote, intentions? To them, are we godlike existence for bringing their characters to life? Met out punishment upon the realms of the gods. In Ari Creators, everyone becomes a creator. The synopsis we are given really intrigues me. I like the ideas and the building blocks going on here. Plus, the director is Aoki, and the original concept is creator of Black Lagoon Rei Hiroi. I'm fucking sold! I wonder how this will turn out. I have been hearing people on the internet saying it will be shit. We just gotta see. The anime is set to air on April 8th. Zero Kara Hajimeru Maho no Sho, anime by Studio White Fox. The first thing that came into my mind when I saw this title was, of course, Re Zero Hajimeru Isekai Sekatsu. Come on, I'm not the only one who has mistaken this. Pretty sure you guys did too. In this world, witches exist and they practice in the art of magic. Yet, the world is unknown to the study of magic. The story follows a half-man, half-beast mercenary. A lot of people look down upon him and calls him names. This half-being always dreamt of becoming a human, but one fateful day, he encounters a witch that would change his entire life. She asks him one simple question. Do you desire a human form? Then be my escort, you peasant. That was my witch impersonation. The witch goes by the name of Zero and told the half-being that she is in search of a one-of-a-kind magical tome that was stolen from her by bandits. This tome is known as the Book of Zero. The grimoire contains great knowledge of magic and can bring the world to its knees. Thus begins the journey of a beast of realizing his dream and becoming a human. I don't know if it's just me, but this kind of screams out Beauty and the Beast to me. Probably just the context of it. In my mind, I'm just trying to picture this as a prequel to it. Not bad. A nice concept, just have to see how this will unfold. I just got a hunch that this might not end up as expected. The anime is set to air on April 10th. Rokuden Nashi Majutsu Koshi to Kinki Kyoten, animated by Studio Linden Films. In this action fantasy story, it follows a man named Guren, who is a part-time teacher at a magic school who is inclined to write self-study on the blackboard and then take naps. In short, he's a straight-up dick. In his class is a girl named Sestina. She gets angry by her new instructor and challenges him to a duel to teach him a lesson. How would this turn out? From the tropes we have been seeing throughout the years, I kinda have a slight idea on where this shit is going. This might be another simple copy and paste show and really has nothing going for it. The synopsis for this is a bit weak. It's probably because the show is for gags and shit like that. Let's just hope it's decent. You know me though, I love watching shitty ass shows. The art style for this does look really nice though, I'll give it that. The anime airs on April 4th. Granblue Fantasy the Animation, animated by A1 Pictures. This anime was supposed to air in the winter, but it got delayed until now. It is an anime adaptation of a hit mobile game. In this world, the planet is filled with skies, and the skies are floating islands. The story follows a boy named Gran, who lives on a floating island called Zekenstil, an island which yields mysteries. One day he meets a girl named Lyria. Apparently she has escaped from the Earthsea Empire, a military government that is trying to rule over the world using powerful military prowess. In order to escape from the Empire, Gran and Lyria heads out into the vast skies holding a letter Gran's father left behind, which said, "I will be waiting at Esta Lucia, Islands of the Stars." This seems interesting and worth picking up. I never tried the mobile game, but I heard a lot of great things about it. The anime is set to air on April 1st. Shingeki no Bahamut Virgin Souls, animated by Studio Mappa. The second season of the series. I don't really want to say much about this because it'll be considered spoilers, and you should definitely check out the first season if you're interested. And if some of you guys do not know, the series is based off a mobile game. I think the service for this game in Japan was terminated recently. On the other hand, the global version for this game died a long time ago, I think back in 2015. Good fucking riddance. Fuck! I'm still fucking mad that I spent over hundreds on this game. Whatever, serves them right for getting too fucking greedy. These little piece of fucking shit app developers. Fuck! My anger for this game cannot be contained. The game aside, yes, the anime is actually not that bad. The art style is probably the only key factor that you must adapt to. It took me about 4 episodes in order to appreciate it. The second season is set to air on April 7th. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rain, anime by Studio Gallop. Oh shit! A new Yu-Gi-Oh! That I'm actually interested in. I only watched up to 5Ds, and I got really sick of it after Zexo on Arc 5, or Arc V, I don't know what it's called. Those were a bit fucking retarded to me. This is probably something you wouldn't expect from me put it in a top, but meh, well, whatever, you know. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is probably just for nostalgic reasons. The new story will focus on a new protagonist named Yusaku Fujiki. In this Yu-Gi-Oh! It will introduce the VR dueling. Damn son! This sounds pretty fucking dope. I wonder how it's gonna be. This could potentially be a disappointment, but we will see. I also want to say that the fucking hair for Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonists are just getting too fucking ridiculous. And since we're on the topic of Yu-Gi-Oh! The latest movie, Dark Side of Dimensions, was recently released on Blu-ray. If you love Yu-Gi-Oh! I advise you to go watch it. A bit between you and me guys, it's up on stream right now on some sites. Also, you can download it too. You gotta keep that secret. The new series is set to air once Arc V concludes its story. Give it a week or so probably around the first week or the second week of April. Clockwork Planet, anime by Studio Xpic. One day, a black box crashes into the house of our protagonist, named Naoto Mirua, a high school dropout. Out of the box sprouted a female automaton. The endless cycle of failure and success. The world that does not change, and the mankind that does not change. At a time where reality and fantasy are screaming, the encounters of these two collide and spin the gears of fate. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking lost here, and I'm confused as fuck. Because of this weird description, it kinda caught my attention, in addition to the art style and action too. I really have nothing to say about this. I guess it's kinda like showbits? I don't know, we just gotta see how this unravels. The anime is set to air on April 7th. Sakura Quest, anime by Studio P8 Works. If you know me, I praise the fuck out of this animation studio. I love all the works. Nagi no Asakara, Shirobako, Glass Lips, Angel Beats, Charlotte, etc. I can go on and on. The story centers around 5 girls who work from the tourism bureau of their small provincial town. Their small town one day revived its micronation tourism program in the wake of a nationwide movement during the bubble economy period. These girls are hired to become tourism ambassadors. The anime will depict a year of their work in the tourism industry, their efforts of reinvigorating their hometown, and the development of the character. Wow, a fresh take on an anime. I like the concepts too. It's original. I'm still waiting for Shirobako Season 2. Come on, PA. I really can't wait to see what this brings to the table. Another thing that makes me really admire PA Works is the art style and just the storytelling. I just love it. That's probably the main reasons why I'm watching the series. The anime is set to air on April 4th. Edo Manga Sensei, anime by A1 Pictures, brought to you by the same creator of Remo. Hell yeah! A new sibling romantic comedy that revolves around a boy named Masamune Izumi, a light novel author in high school. On the other hand, Masamune's little sister, Sagiri, is a hikikomori. Translated, a shut-in. She had never left her room for over a year. And yeah, pretty fucking crazy. And I can't believe that there are actually people like this in the real world too. Masamune's illustrator goes by the pen name Edo Manga Sensei. He or she draws extremely perverted drawings, but is very reliable. Masamune has never met his illustrator in person, but he just assumed it was just some disgusting, ugly-looking perverted otaku. I see where this shit is going. However, the truth is revealed that his illustrator is in fact his little sister. Oh man, we get another Remo. This is an adaptation I've been looking forward to for quite a while now. I also bought an official art book for this series. It's fucking nice. I remember showing it off in one of my videos. Here it is again. I love the comedy going around with this, and I can't wait to see all this animated. It's shown this list for you if you really want to lose some brain cells. I know I'm looking forward to being more retarded after this. This shit is set to air on April 8th. Sin Nanatsu no Taizai, anime by Studio TNK. In this story, the Archangel Lucifer disobeyed God and is cast away into the depths of hell as a fallen angel. Okay, nothing weird about this at all, just yet. This is exactly what happened in the Bible, but here's the twist. On her, yes, Lucifer is a female in this. On her way to hell, Lucifer encounters a high school girl on Earth named Maria, who decides to aid her in her journey to hell. Who the fuck in the right of mind wants to do this? Shit is retarded. As Lucifer arrives in hell, she meets Leviathan, and she explains to Lucifer the 7 deadly sins. No, it's not exactly what you think it is, you know, the trials and the floors of hell. In this anime, the 7 deadly sins is a title for the 7 demon king rulers of hell. A revealing fantasy that craves to corruption and happiness starts now, if you catch my drift. If you know me, man, I gotta at least watch an ecchi a season. This is my dopes. And if you're wondering if this is something I'm looking forward to, I should probably watch hentai, right? But that shit gets pretty fucking boring over time, you know what I mean? Oh shit, I'm sorry, but I gotta listen to my dick on this one. For a known fact, it's gonna be shit, but my dick says otherwise. Remember guys, follow your dick. It's always right. There was never a time it has let me down. You get my joke there? You know, the boner and I'm always, you know, just fuck it. Fuck it! You get my point. Let the fapping begin on April 14th. Dungeon ni DI motomeru wa machiketeru darou ka? Gaiden Sword Oratoria. Animated by JC Staff. Yay, a sequel to the previous season. Oh, wait, it's a fucking spin-off? Okay, I guess the show's worth it, yeah, why not? The story focused on the sword princess Ice Wallenstein. Wallenstein, I don't fucking know, jumping back onto topic, the world's strongest first class adventurer. It covers her adventure of climbing the dungeon along with her allies. Some characters will make a reappearance. I doubt the main protagonist from the main series, Belle or Hestia, will be present. They could make some cameos, so but this is based on the announced cast so far, so I could be wrong. If you haven't checked out the original series, I recommend you guys to do so. If you enjoy sword art, Log Horizon, Dot Hack, you will have a good time with the show. Plus, the main protagonist is voiced by Yoshisugu Matsuoka, the voice actors for well-known characters such as Kirito and Soma Yukihira. Plus, the show started a lot of memes about Hestia, to her anime titties, clothing, and just random ass shit. She gained a huge fan base and a lot of people waifued her. I don't see her as waifu material at all. If she's your waifu, I'm sorry, but she's trash. To emphasize even more, she's garbage. The spin-off is set to air on April 20th. Boku no Pico, I mean Boku no Hero Academia Season 2. Animated by Studio Bones. This is the second season to the series, so there isn't much to say about this since it will be considered spoilers. I'll briefly run down what the show is about. The story takes place in a society where 80% of the human population possesses superpowers. Just imagine everyone could be a superhero. Wait a fucking minute, I know a better analogy. Only if you know what I'm talking about though. The anime plot is similar to Sky High, an original Disney movie back in 2005. The story follows a boy named Izuku Midoriya. Since a child, he dreamt of being a hero. But unfortunately, he is one of the few individuals that are not gifted with any powers. The story and the animation for this is amazing. I am so glad that this is getting a second season. I recommend anyone to watch this if you really enjoy those stories about a nobody trying to find ways to be noticeable and appreciated. For all those One Punch Man and Naruto fans out there, this should be next on your list. The second season airs on April 1st. Coming in number 1 spot. Shit. I'm gonna look like a complete fucking hypocrite here. It is no other than Shingeki no Kyojin Season 2. Attack on Titan Season 2. Anime by which studio? Yo, let me get this straight. As you may all know, I put this show at the bottom of the list on all my top recommendations. That really does not say much. The series is actually not that bad. Still, there could be some work here and there, but overall, it was enjoyable. So don't label me as a hater for all this shit I say about this series, because I'm clearly not one. I respect the author and anyone who adores it. And since I still read the manga, I might as well just keep continuing watching the series. I would love to see how things will differ and just how it will look fully animated. From what we are shown, it seems quite promising. The action sequence and the art seems to have improved. New music sounds pretty fucking good too. I'm quite impressed myself, and it seems Wit is really showing what they can do. The only thing that concerns me right now is the story. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but I'll just fucking say it. There was a long, weird segment in the manga that really brought the story a bit down. Well, for me, I might be exaggerating here, but this is just how I felt. I don't know about the rest who read it. The story introduced more concepts which made it kinda hard to follow. Plus it got pretty boring, I think. Well, for me. I had to think hard and had plenty of conversations with my friends to fully understand the new materials to get the picture on what the fuck was going on. We all had a hard time with it, and it was like a fucking research assignment. After figuring and putting all the puzzle pieces together, it became more cohesive. The story became more driven, and I was able to get interested again. I really hope that the second season adaptation will patch it up or condense it with better story building and execution. I also mentioned this in my news video if you do watch those. There was a rumor saying that the season will conclude the series or it will be a 2-core, or perhaps spawn a season 3. It just really depends on where the story will leave off at. Just pure speculations from the media, so don't take it too seriously. And I repeat, yes, I did look down upon the series back in the days because the story was lacking in mostly exposition. But over time, the story got fleshed out and it started to solidify it into a good story. If you dislike the start of the series, I have a feeling that you might learn to appreciate it a bit after this season. I know there will be those nasty haters around. What can I say? Haters gonna hate. Know what I'm saying? Just fucking leave them be and let them circle jerk to their own opinions. Your personal preference is what that matters. The second season airs on April 1st. Now for some upcoming movies to look forward to. I will just say a few words about each of them, and I doubt these will make their ways overseas. No fair. This is kinda not spring, but fuck it, it just came out a week ago, so it counts. Kuroko no Basket Extra Games. Hell yeah! I fucking love basketball. More supernatural basketball shit. Plus, the Generation of Miracles are back along with Kagami. Sign me the fuck up. The zone is about to get real, dog. Mahoko Koko no Ritose movie. Hoshi no Yobi Shoujo. God Tatsuya Shiba's back, baby! Sasuga Oni-sama! First part of Free, Timeless Medley. Fuck yeah! Gay boys and fishes! I love the series and the main cast. No homo. Man, what am I talking about? My husbando's Haruka. I think this movie's a recap of the series too. There will be 2 more movies after this following one. Yukio wa Yusha de Aru. Washi o Sumi no Sho 2. Magical girl shit! Also note that this is not a Madoka ripoff. I also think that the show is underrated. It should get more recognition. Watch the series if interested. Well, there you go, my lads. The upcoming for spring. Sorry I was not able to narrow it down to 10. Fuck it. This season is definitely better than the previous season. Looking back, winter was complete trash to be honest. As always, thank you for watching. If you liked it or hated it, do whatever you gotta do. If you want to have a conversation with me, share in the comment section below. I love interacting with all you guys. If you want more cool shit like this, sub. Co's out.